Good day, science-minded learners! Welcome to science class with me, Teacher Helda, your science teacher. Have your pen, paper, module ready. For today, we will learn about the atmospheric phenomena, breezes, monsoon, and intertropical convergence zone here in our class. Are you ready? Let's go! In reviewing the previous topic, our previous discussion last meeting is all about locating places on Earth. To find any location on our planet, we used a geographic coordinate system based on latitude and longitude. Latitude lines run parallel to the equator, measuring how far north or south a place is from the equator, which is at 0 degree latitude. Longitude lines run from the North Pole to the South Pole, measuring how far east or west a place is from the prime meridian, located at 0 degree longitude in Greenwich, England. By combining these coordinates, such as 40 degree north latitude and 74 degree west longitude for New York City, we can pinpoint any location on Earth. This system enables accurate identification and navigation to places worldwide. As a review, it is a method for identifying the location of a point on the Earth. Pose to answer. Yes, very good. It is a coordinate system. A coordinate system is a method used to identify a precise location of a point on the Earth's surface or in space. It deploys a set of numbers or coordinates to uniquely determine the position of the point. Commonly, coordinate systems include the Cartesian coordinate system, which uses x, y, and z coordinates, and the geographic coordinate system, which uses latitude and longitude. Having an angle of 0 and from 90 degrees at the North Pole with 0 at the equator. Pose to answer. Correct! It is latitude. Latitude is a geographic coordinate that specifies the north-south position of the point of the Earth's surface. It is measured in degrees, with 0 degree at the equator going up to 90 degree at the North Pole and negative 90 degree at the South Pole. Latitude lines or parallels run parallel to the equator. A line of 0 degree longitude, the starting point for measuring distance both on east and west around the Earth. Pose to answer. Wow, very good. It is prime meridian. A prime meridian is the planet's line of 0 degrees longitude, which serves as the starting point for measuring distance both east and west around the Earth. It runs through Greenwich, England, and is the reference line from which longitude east and west is measured. An imaginary line drawn around the Earth. Pose to answer. Yes, correct. It is equator. The equator is an imaginary line drawn around the middle of the Earth, equidistant from the north and south poles. It divides the Earth into the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The equator is at 0 degrees latitude. Measures distance east or west of the prime meridian. Pose to answer. Correct. It is longitude. Longitude is a geographic coordinate that specifies the east-west position of the point of the Earth's surface. It is measured in degrees from 0 degree at the prime meridian to 180 degree, east and west. Lines for longitude or meridians run from the North Pole to the South Pole. Guess me. I have here a pictures, then observe each of the pictures. Based on your observation, how will you describe the pictures? Okay, very good. The picture shows the types of atmospheric phenomena. How are you going to interpret the four pictures? Yes, the first picture shows the tornadoes. The second is thunderstorm. The third one is blowing snow. And lastly is the water spout. These pictures show the atmospheric phenomena. Rising and sinking. I will show two pictures, which is picture A show the movement of air during daytime. Picture B shows the movement of air during nighttime. Guide questions. Based on the two pictures, what are the direction of the air movement? Pose to answer. During daytime, there is a regular flow of cool air from the sea towards the land. At the night, there is a reverse flow of the air from the land to sea. Why is there a difference between the movement of air during daytime and nighttime? Pose to answer. During the day, the sun heats up the Earth's surface, causing warm air to rise, the colder air to sink, creating convection currents that leads to airflow. At night, without the sun's heating, the Earth's surface cools down, causing air to move differently, often resulting in calmer conditions. What do you call this movement of air in picture A and B? Pose to answer. During the daytime, the movement of air caused by the sun's heating is often depicted as convections, currents, or terminal circulation. At night, when the air movement is generally calmer, it might simply be depicted as still air or minimal movement. What is atmospheric phenomena? Atmospheric phenomena as commonly used in weather observing practice. An observable occurrence of particular physical significance within the atmosphere. From the viewpoint of weather observations, the atmospheric phenomena include all hydrometeors, blowing snow, thunderstorms, tornadoes, water spouts, and others. Breezes. A light and pleasant wind. Two types of breezes. First is sea breeze. This happens when the temperatures of the land becomes warmer than the temperatures of the sea. Hot air expands and rises on the land, producing a low pressure. This happens during daytime. The cold winds from the sea to land. Second, land breeze. This happens when the temperatures of the sea becomes warmer than the temperatures of the sea. Hot air expands and rises on sea, producing a high pressure. This happens during nighttime. The cold wind blows from the land to sea. Monsoons. Wind systems that usually bring abundant rainfall to the country, and this probably the reason why they have mistaken for rains. Types of monsoons. Northeast monsoons or amihan, southwest monsoons or habagat. northeast monsoon or amihan occurs from middle December to middle February, wherein we experience chilly early mornings. The wind passes over some bodies of water before it reaches to the Philippines. Southwest monsoon or habagat occurs from June to November. The Philippines are in the paths of strong wind that affects start from Australia in the southern hemisphere to the low pressure area in the Asia continent. Factors that affects the direction of the wind: unequal heating of Earth's surface and Earth's rotations. Unequal heating of the Earth's surface and Earth's rotations. What is intertropical convergence zone? It is a place where winds in the tropics meet or converge. Recall that the area near to the equator is called tropics. To further enhance our understanding of the lesson, I will show you a clip that demonstrates the atmospheric phenomena. These visual representations will help us grasp the concept more effectively and make it easier to comprehend the atmospheric phenomena, which is the breezes, monsoons, and intertropical convergence zone.
Common atmospheric phenomena that we experience include breezes, monsoons, and the intertropical convergence zone. In order to easily understand these atmospheric phenomena, we need to understand how does air behaves. When the air is heated, it will rise. This happens because the air molecules of the heated air move faster and spread out, which makes the air less dense or light. When warm air rises from a certain place, the surrounding air will move toward it to replace the rising warm air. This moving air is called the wind. Thus, every time you feel the wind, it means that air is moving toward the place where warm air is rising. Moreover, it is important to remember that wind is the air that is moving horizontally. We also need to understand which warms up faster, the land or the sea. Earth's surface is made up of land and water. The land surface heats up faster than bodies of water, especially when they are exposed to the sun during the day. However, the land loses heat faster than bodies of water at night. Let us now discuss the different phenomena that occur in our atmosphere. Breezes refer to winds that are evident near bodies of water. They are localized winds that are experienced by those living in coastal areas. There are two types of breezes, sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze happens during the day. During the daytime, the land warms up faster than the bodies of water. The air above the lands get warmer too. As we discussed earlier, when air gets warm, it rises. Then, the surrounding air, which has a cooler temperature, will move toward the warm air and replaces the warm air. In this case, the warm air on the land will rise. Then, the cooler air above the sea will move towards the land and replaces the warm air. This is how sea breeze forms. The movement of air is from sea to land. On the other hand, land breeze occurs during the night. During nighttime, the land cools faster than the sea. In this case, the sea has warmer air and the land has cooler air. So how will the air move? Correct, it will move from land to sea. The warm air over the sea will rise. The cooler air from the land will move toward the sea. This is how land breeze forms. The movement of air is from land to sea. The next atmospheric phenomena is called monsoon. Monsoons are wind systems that involve bigger masses of air that move horizontally. These winds usually bring abundant rainfall to the country, and this is probably the reason why they have been mistaken for rains. The two types of monsoons are called northeast monsoon and southwest monsoon. The name of this wind system vary in each country. In the Philippines, the northeast monsoon is called amihan, while the southwest monsoon is called habagat. Monsoons occur when the air moves toward the place where warm air is rising. The area where there is warm rising air causing cloud formation is called a low pressure area. On the other hand, the area where cold air sinks is called the high pressure area. The wind moves from the high pressure area to the low pressure area. During the northeast monsoon, the high pressure is located in China and Siberia, and the low pressure area is located in the South Indian Ocean or the Australian continent. The wind will come from the northeast, hence it is called the northeast monsoon. The wind that this monsoon brings is dry and cool. The associated rainfall of this monsoon is slight to moderate rainfall. It happens from November to April. On the other hand, during the southwest monsoon, the high pressure is located on the South Indian Ocean or Australian continent, and the low pressure is located in China and Siberia. The wind will come from the southwest, hence it is called the southwest monsoon. It brings warm and moist wind. The associated rainfall is moderate to heavy or sometimes torrential rainfall. It happens from June to October. In general, both the amihan and habagat bring rain to the Philippines. This is because these winds pass over bodies of water which supply a lot of moisture. And lastly, we have ITCZ or Intertropical Convergence Zone. The Intertropical Convergence Zone is the place where the trade winds from the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere meet at the equator or near the equator. This is where warm and humid air masses form, resulting in the formation of the subsequent heavy precipitation and thunderstorms during most parts of the year. It is also called the breeding zones of low pressure areas because it is where weather disturbances are usually formed. And those are the common phenomena that occur in our atmosphere. These phenomena influence our lives in different aspects, both positively and negatively. See you on our next science lesson.
Now, let's answer our learning assessment. Please get your learning activity sheets and identify what is being described in each statement. It is the wind that blows depending on a certain air pressure and temperature is cold. Pose to answer. Yes, it is atmospheric conditions. It is the wind that blows from sea to land. Pose to answer. Correct! It is sea breeze. The place where the wind in tropics meet and convergence. Pose to answer. Yes, it is intertropical convergence zones or ITCZ. The monsoon wind that we experience from December to February. Pose to answer. Correct, it is northeast monsoon. It is the wind that blows from the land to sea. Pose to answer. Correct, it is land breeze. The monsoon wind that we experience during the month of June to November. Pose to answer. Correct, it is southeast monsoon. It is formed when rising warm air continues to rise and forms a clouds. Correct, it is cumulus clouds. It is the prediction of what weather will be in the future. Supposed to answer, correct, it is weather forecasting. Whither do we expect in the intertropical convergence zone? Supposed to answer, correct, it is convectional weather. Lastly, it is a place where it is warmer than anywhere else. Correct, it is heat source or hotspot. Assignment: create a weather forecast for a specific regions in the Philippines based on the current climate data. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've learned a lot on me, your teacher, Teacher Hilda. Goodbye!